A little bit of English every day will help make you 10% more attractive to your crush. Pause the video and look at these 5 sentences with very common English mistakes in them. I'll show you what the mistakes are, and with every one of these lessons, you'll notice that your English gets better and better and better until you're fluent and everyone loves you. Starting with number 1. Okay, it's summertime, we're talking about the temperature. But can you say, today we had 23 degrees? In context, of course we understand we had 23 degrees. Of course, that makes sense. But we just don't say that. We say it was 23 degrees. It was 23 degrees in London today. I wore a bikini. It. Why it? The it describes the temperature. The temperature was 23 degrees. All right, number 2. It was so pretty. If you're going to use Jisoo's favorite phrase in English, you need to use it correctly.
My favorite English sentence is, "There's a pity."
For example, if I say to you, wow, you are so attractive, that's true for 2 reasons. 1, go look in the mirror. That's 1. 2, attractive is an adjective. So for example, if I said it was so sad, that's okay. This is an adjective. It was so sad. But with a noun like pity, we put such, and this is just singular. A pity. You know his really annoying cat? Yeah, it died. It was such a pity. Number 3, in this moment I am so happy. It can be correct, it can. Usually I hear this as a mistake when people just mean now. If you want to say now, the moment in time, use at the moment. This morning I was really sad, but at the moment I'm happy. Now, compared to different times, this. But if you're getting emotional and talking about your feelings, then yes, you can say, in this moment, I'm so happy. You see the difference? Number 4, let's have a lunch. I always hear it. With meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, no ah. Let's have lunch, let's have breakfast, let's have dinner. If you use ah, weirdly, you have to say the word meal. Let's have a meal. Which meal? Let's have breakfast. And number 5, oh my God, I just met Maria. She told me everything. I have so many gossips. Nope, no you don't. You don't have so many gossips because gossip is uncountable. For countable nouns, so many. For example, why are there so many bones in your apartment? And for uncountable nouns like gossip, information, research, use much. There's so much police outside. Number 5, have you seen the show Squid Game or whichever TV show you're watching? Handmaid's Tale. I can't think of any more. But imagine I have seen all of the episodes. You haven't. I know the ending. But I say, don't worry, I'm a good friend. I won't tell you the ending. To tell someone the ending before they've read the book, before they've watched the show, the verb is to spoil. But the sentence is not, don't worry, I won't spoil you. No, there's something missing. First, what are you spoiling? I won't spoil it. The show, the book, the ending. You, I won't spoil it, you. Something else is missing. It's 4. Next, yes, I know, I used to go to the gym. Is this talking about now or in the past? Well, you know that used to talks about the past habit, but there's no D here, so no, wait, this needs an explanation. Very simply, if I talk about my past, maybe my habits or my repeated activities, my repeated actions, my hobbies, I can use used to. I used to go to the gym. So what's the difference between I used to go and I went? Well, used to, yes, it's for past things, but it's more than that. It specifically says, this was my past action and it's different to now. I used to go to the gym every day, but now I eat cheese all day. Pronunciation, Use to. I used to. I used to eat cheese all day. That means now, right? No. Remember, this specifically says, this was my past action. It's not the same as now. So it cannot have sense in a present tense. Whoa, that rhymes. Okay, so which word can I use here to mean regularly, but now? Of course, I could say usually, or I tend to. But to be honest, it's much more common to just say, yeah, I eat cheese all day, every day. So basically, just say, I usually go to the gym. Or, to be honest, much more commonly, yeah, I go to the gym. That's why I'm so attractive. That and all the money. Number 8, if I tell you, you don't have to eat my pizza, what am I telling you? Am I giving you a rule saying you, no pizza? Or am I saying, it's an option, eat my pizza, don't eat my pizza, I don't care. Which do you think? You know what, this also needs an explanation. Giving rules in English is really easy. For example, this situation, this is my pizza. I want to say, you no eat my pizza. How can I say that here? Which words are for rules and obligations? Obviously there's must, the negative of must, that's my pizza, you mustn't eat it. Yes, that's fine, but must and mustn't, they're more official. You'll see them on signs and store policies, not often in conversation. It sounds too strong. If must is very formal, have to is more casual. It's more useful and common in daily English. Okay, so the negative of this is my pizza. You don't have to eat it. Wait, something's wrong. You don't have to? That doesn't mean the same as you mustn't? No. Have to, yes, it's the same as must, but in the negative, it's different. Now, it's an option. To say you don't have to means you're not obliged. There is no rule. You have an option. If you do it, cool. If you don't do it, also cool. Okay, so we can't say that. That's too formal. What can I say? Oh wait, I know. It's my pizza. You can't eat it. Yes, that is okay. However, to be completely honest, it's much more simple, much more easy to use the command don't. That's my pizza. Don't eat it. So don't use it for this situation. If you want to tell someone, hey, that's my pizza. No, don't eat my pizza. Number 9, I'm so curious about what is your job. Look at this sentence carefully. This is a question, if it's just that, but it's not. It's this too. This full sentence is not a question, it's a statement. It's saying, I'm curious. Why are you curious? Your job. So we need to fix the structure here. It's not a question structure. As a statement, just move that object here. I'm curious about what your job is. I'm curious about what your job is. You don't do anything. Is there anything you're curious about? Write it in the comments, remembering the correct form. And lastly, number 10, there is so many research about this. What's the mistake here? No, it's not a plural here. So many researchers? No. The best looking among you will remember that I just mentioned gossip, information, and research were uncountable nouns. Remember? So for uncountable nouns, it's not so many, it's so much. But here's the pro tip for you. If you're not sure, like, is it a countable noun or uncountable noun? I want to say the quantity, the amount, not. The easy way is just to use a lot of before the noun. It's good for countable nouns, uncountable nouns, positive, negative, it doesn't matter. A lot of will always be fine before the noun. Okay, test time. What is the correct way to say these sentences? Yeah, his cat died. It was huge pity. Should this blank be so or such? What do you think? You know that with pity, a noun, we use such. It was such a pity. But there's also an adjective. Huge, huge pity. So huge pity? It's actually very easy. It follows the noun. It was such a huge pity. He is such a bad friend. She is such a bad colleague. Try your own sentence using so or such in the comments. And now the big one. What do you think the correct version of this sentence is? In this moment, I don't have many gossips, but I'll have a dinner with Maria and I'll do some researches. Put it in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.